In this video, I am going to show you everything you need to know about CORS so that you never get into such types of errors. Here is a simple example of a CORS error. As you can see, I am inside of my React.js and we have app component where we are calling fetch method, which means it is accessing our server and trying to get some data, and it's trying to print that data out. I am using map method to print the data, and I am using Node.js as backend and an Express server to send the data. And as you can see, when we are trying to fetch the data from localhost 5000 where our server sits to localhost 3000 where our client sits, it's saying that we cannot fetch that because of CORS. So we need to fix CORS, and in order to allow a request to go from client to server and in order to allow the communication between client and server, we are going to be using a library called CORS. So first of all, we need to install CORS in the server. That will help us to allow the incoming request from client side. So just open the terminal inside VS Code and just write the command as npm install CORS. And after we install CORS, let's open index.js file and let's import CORS at the top. After that, let's write app.use and pass our CORS inside that. And this is a function, and the first thing we are going to pass to it is our origin. And this is the origin of the client that we allow CORS, and this takes a string, so we will pass our client URL. So my client is running on localhost colon 3000, which is the default URL that React uses. Now as we already have our server running, and when we save, you can see it actually prints out the data instead of giving us a CORS error, because we have allowed to accept any request coming from this URL as origin. So our server is saying, hey, if you are coming from this origin, then we allow any request to come up. But let's say this is 3001, that is now a different origin. So now we are getting that error because it's saying, hey, you are not equal to the allowable origin. So I hope it makes sense. Now this works great when it comes to things like get and post request. So you can put all of these inside an array to our methods. So it means now it can accept request coming from our client side, whether it should be a post request or get request. Also you can mention put and delete as well. So guys, that's it for this video. I hope you find this video helpful. For more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel. At last, thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you in the next time.